Hi everyone, and welcome back to AJ Source Photography. Today I'm going to be editing this photo, and it's of Redcar Steelworks, which is no longer operating, unfortunately. It was taken back in 2018, I think it was. As you can see, settings were ISO 500, 50mm, f10 and 1/160th of a second. It's untouched. This is basically straight out of the camera as a raw image, uploaded into Lightroom, and then we're going to have a play with it. So let's crack on. Like I say, right time, right place. This is the actual colour of the sky. I don't think I could have done any better than what this is. But you can always edit photos to make them look better. So let's start. Go down to lens correction, and then we'll have a look. Don't need a histogram anymore, get that off. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to run through things and show you basically what I'd do to this image. I'll probably start off by making sure it's level and straight. So if you hit auto in the transform bit, and that will straighten your image up so your horizon is bang on. Once that's done, I look at the image and I think to myself, well, there's a bit of dead space down the side. I don't like this colour here, so I'm just going to crop it in a little bit. So let's just crop it in a tad, probably about there. Yeah, liking that. Right, so how do we bring a bit more of this colour out? Well, there's a couple of ways you can do it. Firstly, you've got your colour sliders here, vibrance and everything. What I like to do first, I like to sort out all the exposure, highlights, lowlights, darks, shadows. So that's what we're going to do first. The exposure itself, it's the exposure slider here. If you want to play with that, you can. If you want to make it brighter, or if you want to make it darker. And that's what the exposure slider does. Contrast, so if you want to make it really contrasty or not so much. Highlights will take up all your highlights, so it'll get your clouds up, a little here, down the bottom there. The shadows, so all this, if you want to brighten this up so you've got a bit more outline, or you can see it a bit better, you can bring your shadows up, and you can bring your darks up again, so you can actually see this and see what's going on here instead of it just being a silhouette. Personally, I like the silhouette, so I'm going to remove that, take it back down. Texture, well, you don't really need to do anything much with the texture. I'm going to put a little bit on anyway, so your clarity, like again, you can go right the way up or right the way down, and it just basically, all it does is makes this a little bit blurry for me. I'll probably use a bit anyway. So where do I start? Exposure, I find it it's quite alright. Highlights, I'm going to push up a bit. Shadows, I'm going to drop them down a bit. Right, your whites and your blacks. Never done this before in any of the videos, so I'm going to show you it now. And all you've got to do is press Alt and click on it. Yeah. So when you do that, and if you move it to the side, move it up, this will show you when your whites start to come through in the image. And they're just starting to come through there. And this is why I don't do it, because I don't like that at all. So personally, I'm not going to use that. I mean, your darks, you can do the same. Your darks are coming through, so you could use it on your darks if you wanted to. But I like to do it by eye. Anyway, right, so lights, I'm just going to push up a little bit. Darks, because I do want this silhouetted, so I'm going to take it down a bit. dehaze it. By dehazing it, you'll basically start to see the colours start to come back through. I'll put a little bit of clarity on it. The vibrance, just drop it down. No, I'm going to leave it. Push it up a bit. I want the colours to come out a bit more. That's probably too much. Yeah, just a little bit. Right, your temperature. So if you want to make it a little more cooler, or if you want to take it the other way and make it a little bit redder, well, I'm happy where it was. Your tint, or tint, again, make it so it's like an alien sky if you really wanted to, or really yellow. Green start to come through. Don't like that either, so I'm going to leave it about there. Right, when you zoom into this, you can see it's a little bit grainy, so go into details, and all I do is noise reduction, a little bit more, probably too much, take it to 50. Push the detail up a tad, and that's about your lot. Like I say, there wasn't a lot to do to this one, to be totally honest. I mean, you can, if you really wanted to, start going into really fine detail and getting picky and taking bits out of here that you don't like. You know what I mean? This rock might be a bit too big, so take it out. You know what I mean? Same with that rock there, if you want to be really picky. Like I've said before in my other videos, there's no right or wrong way of editing. At the end of the day, it's what you see, what you like, what you want it to look like. I mean, I just took a few of the big ones out, and the small ones I'm alright with. Well, that's about it for this one, and we'll show you the before and after, and there isn't a lot of difference. I was lucky enough to get it practically bang on to start with. I think that's about it, guys. So if you're liking what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button. You might learn a bit or two. You never know, we're all learning. Photography is one of them things, you never stop learning something. So, hope you're enjoying everything. Give us a thumbs up, a like and a share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time, lads. Bye now.